You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless praying. 'Cause some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I'm used to staying with you. Would you be waiting? Find you. I'm used to waiting. Are you? Would you be waiting there too? I'm used to staying with you. Would you be waiting? Dopamine when you send pictures. When you send pictures. Can't be waiting. Oh. Dopamine when you send pictures. When you send pictures. See the fire in your cold eyes, breaking free from the long night. Hold me close till the sunrise. Everything is gonna be.
No, to hell with Classic. I will never do Classic. They've changed so much in Classic. It's not even Wrath of the Lich King anymore. You're better off playing like Ascension WoW or something. It's so custom scripted anymore. I'm playing on Warmane yet again. I will never play Classic. Classic's why? Why do I play Classic anyways? They're gonna shut the servers down. Pointless this time to play Classic. I know what como estas is, but I don't know the rest. Or amigo. Hola mi amigo. Oh, gosh, you're challenging my Spanish. I haven't done Spanish in like 15 years. What? I'm old. I'll get the camera on here in a bit. What is up with this stream? Oh, I'm sleeped. I'm taking a nap. I don't know any other Spanish than that was good because I understand it. What's going on here? Background. That's like the Spanish I remember in that and counting to 10. I wanted to find a raid tonight. I'm kind of debating whether I want to do a 10-man or just host my own 10-man. I hate hosting late night though because there's just so many bad players on late night. It's a bunch of it's a bunch of South American, and nothing against South Americans, and nothing against Americans either because Americans are just as bad. But usually those pugs end in disaster. Oh gosh, we're lagging. Something's lagging here because my casts are going off just fine, or latency's just fine, but yeah, people still keep thinking that JOL should be casted, but it's not. Yeah, it's nothing against, like, it's just as bad against Americans. Like, there's just not a lot of, the skill level between EU and the Americas is just, there's a definite noticeable difference between the skill gaps. And it's sad, because there used to be US guilds, and I don't really see, like, a US guild. Like, I see a lot of Latina guilds, but I don't see US guilds anymore. It's like the US player base it used to be a bunch of US players playing here, and now it's like they're all gone. I don't think I've seen a guild spam for US. Like, I really haven't. I'll have to look more tonight. I'll have to keep an eye on global and see if I see more tonight, but I really haven't seen that a whole lot. Yeah, unfortunately people still watch meters, yeah. And that's the thing, like me and Timmy were talking about the other day, like, people don't understand the global cooldowns for stuff either. Like, they don't understand how GCD works. Like, there's some things that are effective to GCD and other things that aren't. Like, Judgment, for example. Judgment is not affected by haste. Judgments are not affected by haste at all. So, like, you can never lower the global cooldown of your Judgment. So it's always going to be 1.5 second wait when you judge, because that's the base. And people don't understand that. It's sad that people don't understand these what I think are simple concepts in the game. You know, it's way old. Started to play again? Yeah. I'm playing. Yeah, I'd love to see. Is there like a? Let's see. I see people for Pugs. I see that going on. I forgot. I got Evan Blade. I'm working on. That's the last reputation I need. I gotta be getting close with them too. Oh, I'm revered. So yeah, we're about to be exalted with them. Oh, they're at Gunship. See, what's going on tonight? There's like no raids going on tonight. It's reset. I mean, there should be plenty of raids going on. I don't see a whole lot. Well, I do need to buy some drums too. I'm thinking about it. So Squish is what, next Tuesday? I believe Squish is. Whoa, Warmane is crazy nowadays. Some dudes wiped my raid on Cindy today. I simply just told him how you can't be so bad at the game and not see an icon. It's some Riot Fury stuff. You know how it goes. Like I was talking about that. I got to do a better video on that UI, like those cluttered UIs that I did that video recently on. Like, I think a lot of it, maybe some of it's just that people paying attention. Other stuff is just there's so much cluttered shit on people's UIs. Like, how do you even fucking see what the hell you're doing? Like, I'm so confused. Maybe
Stop attacking.
Oh crap. Crap. You guys are good. This wasn't ready. My bark skinned. We're good. Hang on, I'll get to the rest of that in a second. I gotta kind of focus in on what I'm doing. This tank wants to die on me. And this will be all my
Stop
frost badges
attacking.
that I can do for today, minus getting a raid in tonight. Swift on him. I think we're actually going to get what's that talent he's got? Where Whale of Souls, where you actually have to stand behind him.
AoE incoming.
Slow enough. Oop, yep, there goes Whale of Souls. So this is unhealable, by the way. If you get hit with that, it's just unhealable, especially in lower gear. Nothing. I don't need anything out of here. I'm just doing frost. Yay, we got that done. Because dailies are going to reset here soon, so the only thing I didn't have done was my dungeon daily. It's nice that we got FOS. So, yeah, there's so much clutter. You look at some of these UIs, like, hang on, I'll pull it up on screen. Okay, now here's the real question. Where did I put it at? Videos? No, put it under UI something. No. Wallpaper? No. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Oh, it's on my desktop. Duh. Okay, so, like, here's this guy's UI, right? Like, look at this. And I got a good picture of the next one. Like, this is all you can literally see. Like, this is your UI. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. Here's the guy's UI. Like, what do you need? I get this as an overlay for Twitch right here, but what are you doing here with... You got boss frames up here. Okay, I got those too. But then, why do you need all this... You got debuffs on... Why do you need to know what debuffs Professor has? That's dumb. You got some form of MSBT here. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, these are... Wait a minute. I'm not sure what these are. Something to do with CAS. Is this combo points? Something to do with this combo points. Gotta be. But then you have Professor here. I don't know. I get this part because it's easier for, you know, swapping back and forth. And then unless he's raid leading, which I don't see him being the raid leader in here. I can't really tell either, but he's got the tanks up here and their targets. Why do you need to know that information? Why do you need to know all the buff information? Why do you need to know the range check? What is all this stuff here? Why... I don't even know what this is. Why do you need this? What is this here? This is just a bunch of shit where it's covered up on top, covered up. Looks like they're tricks, hysteria, power infusion, or is that power infusion? Something like that. Whatever paladins or priests have. And then you got a debuff here. You've got what you got your bleeds up here, your timers. You've got DBM stuff here. You got Malibu. So he's tracking Malibu Goo literally twice. He's tracking Malibu Goo, choking gas bomb. He's tracking that twice. I don't know, why are you tracking things twice? Eliminate some of this stuff. And then you got berserk timers. I mean, I guess this is some form of DBM, some skinned form of DBM. And then, holy crap, what's all this stuff off to the side? What's all these things? Why do you have to have all of this? Why do you guys show top 10 DPS? Just show top 5 and scale this way down. Like, the guy's like, oh, I'm playing on a... He told me when I asked him, he's like, I'm playing on a TV. Well, okay, well then, what are you, blind? Like, this is literally your view. So if I got a Malibu Goo coming from right here behind the raid frames, you're going to have a lot less reaction time. If you got a Malibu Goo coming from behind you, you're talking from here to here and you got to move. You know, you'll be able to see a Malibu Goo to your right and in front of you a little bit easier, but other than that, like, why are his combo points for... Look, he's tracking Professor. 1, 2, 3 places he's tracking HP on Professor. I don't understand that. I don't get that. Why are you cluttering your UI needlessly with garbage? It makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. And then you can see the debuffs here. You can see them on raid. It just... Why are these buttons so frigging huge? I don't know. It's stuff like that just annoy. It's just annoying. How do you see anything? Like, guys think that they need to track 10,000 different things and you don't. Which is better for a Abyss Resto Druid with Valinor? Solace, Heroic, or Gunship Trinket? Because I feel like I struggle sometimes with losing mana fast because of my rejuvenation spam. Great question. That really depends on the gear that you're in. Honestly. If you're having mana issues, though, I would highly suggest, instead of using Solace, which Solace isn't bad, you can pick up Purified Lunar Dust. You can pick up Purified Lunar Dust. It's a better spell power version, but you're not going to proc as much mana return from it. Or I would suggest getting Glyph of Innervate. Swap out your third glyph, so you're going to keep Swiftmend, you're going to keep Wild Growth, and I'd swap out that for a Glyph of Innervate. I believe that's probably going to give you the best chance at the amount of mana that you're probably going to need to get through. Once you get close to best in slot, clearly you're not going to need as much mana. So as far as the best in slot part is concerned, you're going to want the Gunship Trinket, because you shouldn't be going at all as a best in slot Resto Druid. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I went as a, I mean, even on 0 buff, 3 healing it. I don't think I ever had to call for Vate. I never had to do anything. Now I'll pot and I'll Vate, yes. And people also, like, fights that last a little bit longer, I think people screw up their Vates. They wait till they get low and then they Vate. But if you know the fight is going to last, like a Halion, a Lich King, something like that, you know the fight's going to last a little bit longer, I tend to burn my Vate a little bit earlier. Like, I'll wait until I get, I don't know, 60% mana, and I'll burn that first Vate. Because I know I'm going to get the full effect of the Vate, and it's going to put me close. It won't take me over 100%, so I'm not wasting any of my mana regen. But I can get it off, or I can get it on cooldown faster for when I need it later. So be mindful of that. I think people wait until they're way low and then they Vate and then they're screwed, because now they're, instead of being at, let's say like I'm at 60% mana or 50% mana at Vate, I'm back up to 80, 75, whatever. And then now I got plenty of time before I burn through it all. Well, people will wait till they're almost and then they'll Vate. Well, now you're on a 3-minute cooldown, and now you've burnt let's say you burn pot too. Well, now you just burn everything, and you're on a long cooldown when you could have burned it way earlier and had it back off cooldown again. I think sometimes I see people doing that wrong as well. They don't burn their Vates correctly. But if you are mindful of that, you should have no issue with mana. You really should. And also, you have clear casting. Use Life Bloom for clear casting procs if you're not doing that. Obviously, that's going to help because you get to cast Life Bloom for free, but you get the mana return from Life Bloom. So you get 50% of it. When Life Bloom completes its duration or is the spell, the target instantly heals themselves. Yeah, and the druid regains half the cost of the spell. So you're getting whatever 350 plus 40. You're getting about 400 mana is what you're getting back every time you clear cast with this. So it's a good way, and because clear casting is broke on Warmane, it procs way too much. Great way to save on that, for sure. But I couldn't tell you the last time, especially in best in slot gear, where I actually had to time out my clear casting procs with Life Bloom. Although I tend, usually it's lower gear that you really have to pay attention to that. Oh shoot. Not moving out of the raid. Yeah, the UI is it's just too much. It's way too much. It's how do you see? It would be nice so you never have to look on your mana bar. Okay, so if you're running like Grid 2 like I am, you can go into Grid 2 and you can go to well, you can change this, but statuses. So let's say I want to know mana and power. Okay, So I could set my low mana. I always have mine set for 0.2. Okay, at 0.2, that means I got 20% mana left. I feel like every time I set it here and I vait, when that little chime will go off, or on my raid frames, it'll show me as blue around the outer edges. That tells me I'm getting low. I need to vait now, or I need to, get ready to pop, whatever. And you can always change this. You could set it to, obviously, 1 is, you can set it through 1 through 0, and every point is, so 0.2 is 20%, 0.3 is 30, 0.4 40, 0.5 50. You get it. But that way you just have to look at your grid. You're never gonna have to look down here. You can just stay on your grid and go to town. So you can always change this. I will glance down at my mana. But in a raid group, your raid frames you're gonna be more focused on your raid frames for sure. And there's times where I've caught myself where I couldn't even glance down because there was that much healing to do, and I would just wing it. Like, I know I'm close. Like, you'll eventually get a feel for it. You know when you've burnt through quite a bit of your mana. And you won't even have to look at it. You just know, hey, it's time to hit it. But you can always change that threshold to whatever you want. Did I cure my cancer? That's a story that ought to be interesting. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. Okay, I can log if you have time to look at my character. Right now I'm doing tailing. Send me what's the name of the character? I'll look it up. I'll pull it up on the armory. You don't have to log in. I can pull it up on the armory. Yeah, I just went and got my tailoring done, and oh my god, I went and finished up. I did first aid, so I got tribute to insanity the other day. Okay, yeah, come here then. Wherever you're at, I'm here. yeah, that works. So I got that done. I did all the it's not hard doing professions. Skills to pay the bills. Got that done 2 days after I finished Grandmaster and 2 professions, and then cooking's at 450, fishing's at 450, Grandmaster's at 450. Yeah, everything's at 450 now. It's really easy. Okay, let's check you guys. Let's check. Why can't I inspect? What the hell? What? Oh, do I have to? Is it because I'm mounted? Is this some goofy thing where I'm mounted? Okay, I can't inspect you. What the fuck? What the fuck, Warmane? It's grayed out. Hang on. I'll just pull it up on Armory. It's the same thing. I wonder if it's some bug. I've inspected players plenty of times with this UI. I still have yet to flush out this UI and make it correct. I still need to add ores to it. Power ores or weak ores, whatever. Okay, so let's see here. You've got 4 set, looks like. Okay, all good. Spell power haste. Yep. Spell power haste. Spell power. Ah, you're engineering right now. Okay. I mean, yeah, it looks best. I mean, the only thing that I can say that you're going to want to swap out here is your ring, Memory of Malagos, for the Ruby Sanctum 25-man one. And the only reason I say that is because I got the math written down in the Discord, but the Ruby Sanctum one it's a loss of like 0.02 or 3 spell power, or 0.02 or 0.03 spell power, but it's an increase in like 7 MP5. And because of the way the numbers work and Blizzard rounds up, rounds down, that you're not losing enough spell power for it to matter. I don't think it's negligible. So you can get a little bit more MP5 from the Ruby Sanctum phased regen ring without sacrificing anything else. And you're going to lose a little bit on Spirit as well. So there's that, because Malagos gives you a little bit more Spirit. Or no, we calculated Spirit with it too. You're actually getting more MP5 from this. A little bit more, even with the Spirit loss. I forgot about that. Oh, that's not the right ring. Where's phase regen? There we go. So spell power is by 118. Memory of Malagos is by 110. But because you're only getting, what is it, 19% fucking Spirit conversion, so you're talking whatever it is, it comes out to Memory Malagos is slightly worse. Like, I mean, you're talking so slight of a difference that it's so negligible you'll never notice it. So, I mean, honestly, Memory Malagos or phase regen in that slot is perfectly fine. I mean, other than that, it looks like you got everything squared away. I've debated. Oh, you got engineering, so you got rocket boots on. That's why you got 24 crit strike rating on your boots. Okay. Now, I love engineering. The problem is, if you're going pure Resto Druid, you want jewel crafting. Like, I get why so many people have engineering because it's so good for so many classes, but Resto Druid is like the one class that it is not good on. I guess you could even say Holy Priest, I guess, is probably not that great for them either, but tailoring jewel crafting, because the bonus from the gems is better. Obviously, hyperspeed accelerators on your hands are useless to a Resto Druid unless you're running rapid rejuve, because everything's going to be haste capped. So, other than that, man, it looks good. You're a best in slot Restoration Druid as far as I can tell. You're running Nourish, Swiftbend, Wild Growth. I mean, yeah, you should be best in slot, man. Cloak of Burning Dusk. Yep. Shouldn't have any mana issues, man. Like, what are you doing that you're having mana issues? I'm confused. Huh, inspect myself so it switches? Hang on. I should be able to do it from... Oh, okay, now I can do it from grid. Yeah, man, he's... Wait. What's the... Why can't I see anything? What the hell is going on here? Oh, wait. What's up with the blue hands? Because in the armory, you got your tier 10 hands on. These are blue. What the... Is there something wrong with my add-ons? Hang on, let me reload my UI. No, it just doesn't want to show me anything. Okay, that's good. Now there's nothing. Awesome. I'd have to log back out and log back in. But no, I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, but even with transmog, I should be able to see his gear. It's probably on my end. If I had to take a wild guess. So now I can see inspect. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was some goofy bug or something. I mean, you got all the proper gems in the proper slots. You're hitting all the bonuses where you can. These are blue. No, I'm not mistaken, right? Those are blue gemmed. That's why you can't hit the bonus there. And so is memory. I can't remember if memories. Yeah, everything looks good, man. Like, what fight are you struggling with? I mean, the only fights I can imagine Resto Druid's really struggling on, mana-wise, is Lich King, and that's only on 3 heal or less on 0 buff. I mean, other than that, you really shouldn't have any issues. Unless you're spamming... The only thing I can think of is that if you're in this good a gear, you're spamming way too much Nourish and Regrowth. That's the only thing I can think of. Because those two spells will drain your mana. So will Life Bloom if you're not using Life Bloom properly. If you're refreshing at 3 stacks, if you're refreshing a Life Bloom that already has 3 stacks on it before it blooms, that can be a huge mana. That can start to be a mana drain, because then you're not even getting the mana back effect. You've got to let that Life Bloom bloom if it's at 3 stacks. But other than that, you shouldn't really have any mana issues. I mean, there's not a single boss that I ever had mana issues with, minus Lich King. And if I was always the last class that didn't need a Vate. It was the Shamans needed Vate first, usually. Disc. If they screwed up their... what's that ability where Disc have? I can't remember the stupid name of it. Where they get mana back from their shields breaking. Whatever that talent is, I can't think of the stupid name. So they should be well into their... They should be well with their mana. And then... HPAL should be fine too. should never have to Vait at H-Pal. You should never have to Vait anybody but really a Resto Shaman. Maybe a disc if he's bad. Yeah, shoot. What are the questions? Oh, my MS just jumped up to like 596. Damn. But other than that, man, no, you're in best in slot gear. You're geared to the hilt, man. 65-65. That's best in slot Resto Druid gear. Well, 65-68 if you're running phased regen, I do believe. But other than that, 65-65 is best in slot. Yeah, I looked at your talent. No, your talents are perfectly fine. Yeah. 11-0-60. Yeah. You're running the same exact talents I do, same glyphs I do, everything. Well, they're all good. When's reset? In an hour? Or like, no, it's like in 15 minutes. Or is it an hour and 15 minutes? When is reset, damn it? The 21 intellect, 2% difference with the other meta socket that gives you mana back. Oh, you're talking about the Insightful. So you're talking about the one I'm wearing. 21 intellect, chance on restore mana on spellcast. Does it cast too much spell power wise, or you say cost too much spell power wise? I believe it's 15 minutes for reset. Is it 10 o'clock my time? I'll tell you here in a second. Let's see here. No, good, an hour and 15 minutes before reset happens. Yeah, running the mana regen one is the same thing I'm currently doing. Oops, shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Running the Insightful one is necessary, I think, for lower geared Resto Druids, because I don't really have an issue going I think until you get really into, I don't know, probably your sanctified tier 10 gear, you know, you're probably going to struggle with mana a little bit, especially on Lich King. At these lower levels. I mean, even I'm at 5-6, and I struggled yesterday in Talk with, I had to burn Vait, and I'm running Glyph of Innervate, I'm running Purified Lunar Dust, I got 3 ways to get mana back, you know. And even I'm okay on mana. I shouldn't say I struggle, but if I were to go into Lich King and not get a Vait, I would probably struggle. I would have to get a Vait from somebody at this gear level. I just don't have the mana pool to do it right now. And what's max mana pool? What's he get? No, 27k. So in raid, I think that's like 30k mana. I want to say, or 30, if I remember correctly, or 33k, something like that. So base-wise, we're about the same. I just have way more mana regeneration talents and things than he does. And I need them, though, but even with fully raid buffed, I struggle. There's nothing wrong with running the Insightful. The only problem is you're giving up spell power to do so. You're giving up, you know, you gotta run a spell power spirit gem in there, usually is what people use for that blue socket. So that part sucks, but other than that, you're doing okay. Mana-wise, don't look at my gear, it's a mess right now. I got one piece of tier 9, one piece of tier 10. So when I get my 300 enchant on my back, I'll lose 23 haste. I gotta put some haste in gems. Putting 20 haste gem in one chest slot is okay? No. So what you're gonna do when you do that is you're gonna split it up, because okay, you got 120 haste gem, right? But if you're using like the gems I got here, you're gonna take away from a red gem more than likely, or if you have a whatever you're gonna need, gem slot wise, you're better off using a spell power haste and a spell power haste to make up the 20 the haste difference. But if you swap out, what's your current haste at? You were over haste, weren't you? Or you were right at haste. You were 2611. 26.11 should be haste cap. But if you're running phased regen, I believe you get a little bit more haste over the. So I pull up Ice Crown Citadel. Put on 25-man heroic, blah, 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 da-da-da-da-da, get the fucking Syndragosa. So, what's memory got? 60 haste versus... what's the Ruby Sanctum one got? Where's RS? The Ruby Sanctum. So you're gaining 5 haste right there from if you swap out to phase regen. So you're gaining 5 haste there. Yeah. You should be over haste cap though. Yeah, okay. 869 haste. Yeah, you're over haste cap. So as long as you keep it above 856, you're fine. So I would swap that gem out or swap that cloak out for. So you're gonna lose 13 spell power, right? That puts you at 850. Yeah, it puts you at 856. Exactly, because if you're not using phased regen, you can hit 856 exactly when you swap out the tailoring or swap out the cloak for tailoring. So you should be fine because you're losing you're losing 23 haste. You're just swapping out you're swapping out 1 gem for spell power haste. So you should be exactly 856. Now, if you're running phased regen, you're going to be a little bit over haste, but. Yeah, other than that, you should be fine. You'll be right at haste cap. Because me and Teamy were testing this. I got the numbers. Hang on, let me pull it up on my Discord. For the gem or the where did I put it at? Okay, so here's the difference between the two sets. So the set that there's what I call the 856 haste set. So this is basically what he's running: sanguine soak robes, neck bones at back, cloak of the burning dusk. This is what basically he has right now. Ashen verdict, rep ring, memory, Malagos, etc. Boots on natural growth, blah blah blah. Then there's the max spell power one. Now this is, I think the only difference is the rings, really. Yeah. Okay, so the Syndragosa, swapping out Syndragosa at phase regen versus memory Malagos is 5 MP5 more. I only recommend the top set when not on Lich King, as mana will not be any kind of issue, minus that fight alone, assuming you take less healers. If you do this set on Lich King, I highly recommend that you're a very good guild or very skilled at the class and can use mana, as it can cause mana issues in longer fights like Lich King. Also, max spell power set will be better on 30% buff, as mana won't be an issue unless you're solo healing or something goofy. If you do not have the legendary, using the second set, 856 to the 861. This is where the memory of Malagos. The only thing different is you're swapping out memory of Malagos, and you're getting 5 extra haste. And you're getting 35. Okay, so the total gain from phased regen is about 35 MP5, versus the max spell power set. And I think later on in here somewhere, I can't remember where I put it all, because I cover it in stats and math, maybe, or BISCalc. No, I don't discuss it in there. But I go over the difference in between the rings, and like it's literally so tiny. There's me talking about Life Bloom should not be refreshed after 3 stacks, pre-hotting before the pull, CC proc with Life Bloom. You could be clipping hots too. Make sure you're not clipping your hots. And even I'm guilty of clipping my hots at times. There's times you can clip your hots when you know, like, hey, I need to refresh this person because he's going to take continual damage, and you know I'm going to be on the move. I'm like, we're going to move the boss, and I'm going to be on the move, so I might as well refresh these hots before we move because he might not be in range. Like, you got to think. That's what I love about playing healers. You got to think like 3, 4, 5 steps ahead before you ever make a decision on what you're going to do, because you have to understand that. Like, that's what makes a good healer good, is thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of time. And that's why I really think that healing is much more challenging than anything else in the game. Trauma usage. So I go over trauma here, like the base on it, what it's doing, blah blah blah. So here's the old world of logs. So here's my world of log of me. The only time I suggest swapping out, for whatever reason, because I assume we're so clumped up on ledge phase, and because we're so clumped up usually in Frostmourne Chamber, like the whole raid is in range of the trauma proc. It's not like on BQL where the range is spread out, or on Festergut where there's range spread out and the melee only are stacked, because then you're not getting the effect of trauma if it procs on, you know, a ranged player. It's really limited. But in Frostmourne Chamber and on Lich King ledge phase, you are a lot more closer together. Everyone should be benefiting from that trauma proc. So I would recommend highly to swap between those two. Also, swapping on ledge phase, and then if you can time it out right with Infest, you can swap back to Valinar. You're going to do this about, I don't know, I got to recalculate it in my head. I think it's 33 seconds before it's either 30 or 33 seconds before you move in, before the ledge phase is over, you swap back, because this will put the legendary on, what, a 45-second internal cooldown timer before it can proc again. And it should proc again by the time the next Infest comes out, if I remember this correctly. It's been a while since I've done that. So. But I mean, look at Trauma. I mean, so here's Twilight Renewal. That's GTS. Trauma did 500,000 healing. It was my third most used heal on Lich King. Like, it did almost 9% of my healing. That's better than the Force set proc only did 3.5 at 204k. You know, and even Living Seed only did 250. I mean, it beat all this stuff out. It beat Living Seed and my 4-set proc on Heroic Lich King on 0 buff. This was a 4 heal, 3 heal, 0 buff, Lightodon, 4 heal. Okay, so this is about a typical Lightodon run on 0 buff with 4 healers. Yeah, just it Trauma's pretty insane for that fight. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's working in some goofy way on Lich King, or if it's just the fact that we're so close and stacked up that everyone is getting the benefit of it, because there's constant AoE damage. The whole raid's pretty much stacked up. But yeah, it seems to perform really well. So I would swap to Trauma when you're getting ready to transition to ledge phase, in about 33 seconds before you move back in, before ledge phase ends, swap back to Valinar. That way you should have Valinar up and ready for the first Infest in phase 2. And then you're going to miss the second Infest, and you should be able to hit the third Infest on phase 2. And then of course you'll swap back to as soon as the second ledge phase comes out, you'll swap back to Trauma, and you can just stick with Trauma the entire time. I guess you could swap back and forth between Valinar and Trauma, but at that phase 3, nobody's really if you got good tanks and you got people who know what they're doing, nobody's taking damage. Just the tank is taking damage if, you know, spirits are being soaked properly. So really, you're better off just sticking with, or you could really, if you have the option, you can also switch. I'll get the words out, to Scepter in phase 3, which would actually be better, and then swap back to Trauma for every Frostmourne that you get sucked into. But yeah. Trauma and, well, no, Trauma actually had uptime of 3.5 minutes worth of uptime, and then GTS only got, what, 2 procs with GTS, maybe 3. I think 2 though. I think I burned GTS on the first ledge phase. It should be up for the second ledge phase, which means you're not going to have it for the first Frostmourne. And you should have it for the second Frostmourne. And then you won't have it for the third, and if there's a fourth, you should maybe have it for the fourth. I think, I can't remember if you're going to have it for the fourth one or not. I don't think you're going to have it until, like, Frostmourne's almost done. Probably should have nourished a little bit more, but I did 45 nourishes. Oh, it's because it's counting the ticks on regrowth. See, they don't split up regrowth on here. They don't split up the hot on regrowth and the direct heal on regrowth on the World of Logs. It was just regrowth, the direct heal itself plus the hot. So yeah, I had 40 regrowths, 45 nourishes. There's 85 freaking heals just there. 48 living seeds, which means I put at least, what, 48 life blooms, probably even more out. 15 swift mends. 3 healing touches, so I had 3 nature swiftnesses. That's how long that fight goes on. You can get 3 nature swiftnesses to go off. And what, I got 15 procs off of Abacus. Jesus. That was, I think this, I don't know if this log was my best lighted on 0 buff, but I know it was one of my better ones. Like this, I played this, I know I played it, I don't know what the meters showed, but I know I played it really good. Because this is like, this is what a proper log should look like, if you're doing everything correctly. This is probably as close to, I wouldn't say perfect, but probably as close as perfect as to what I ever played. Like, when you look at it and break it down, like exactly what I did here, you know, maybe I could, looking at it now, I probably could have regrowth maybe a little bit less. There's probably some reason I regrowthed, and I know I probably regrowth a little bit too much at times. There's times where I regrowth and I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. But Heroism's a great time to pop regrowth. I probably regrowthed way too much in that fight. That'd be the only thing I could say. I probably should have had about 15 less regrowths and maybe 15 more nourishes. But other than that, this is a pretty solid log. I mean, 3 healing touches means, I got 3 nature swiftnesses off. I got 15 swiftmends off. And swiftmend's goofy because you kind of want to save the swiftmend, but at the same time, it's so powerful that you want to use it. And on the 0 buff with 4 healers, it's really hard to see that big. I mean, Lich King's the one fight where Soul Reaper, and depending who gets picked up, you can actually get that Swiftmend to go off, but I tend to save it for when we're fighting Lich King more than I do on Ledge Phase. I'm sure I used it during Ledge Phase as well, but like when I know we're getting ready to transition off of Ledge Phase, I want that Swiftmend off cooldown, because that tank is about to get slapped. And if you get really unlucky, and your Resto Shaman and your H-Pal get picked up, which I've seen happen before. I've seen the Disc, H-Pal, and Arshaman get picked up, and I was the only freaking healer. Like, the RNG on Warmane sometimes amazes me. But having that Swiftmend there for that Soul Reaper, and then just spamming Nourish on the target, I mean, it helps, so. Take a look at my Druid and let me know what you any change better. Name is... Yeah, nice name. So... Well, I just still... Whoa, I missed this out. Should I put Life Bloom on myself for mana during raids like 25 CD Heroic? Because of the mana loss? Yeah, I would say you want to put Life Bloom on the tanks as much as possible. Or if you know somebody's going to be taking a chunk of damage and they're going to be out of range for a while. And this is what I said. This comes with thinking ahead. You got to think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 steps ahead. You got to be fully aware of the damage that is coming out to the raid. And it's not something that even I'm going to remember when I start getting back into ICC more. It's going to take me some time to remember it. Like exactly how it should be, etc., etc. Oh god, Tauren. Okay. So, Intellect on, okay. Holidays Grace, yep, that's DPS drinking, or DPS neck, but I get it. Gotta get what you can get. Merlin's Robes, yep, I think I'm wearing those right now. Okay, so you put it in here to get the 9 spell power. Oh, you could, I see, never mind. Yeah, you get the Sokka bonus from there, okay. Yeah, you did that right, you get the higher Sokka bonus. Yeah, if you're gonna burn a purple gem, put it in the highest slot where you're gonna get the highest bonus. So the chest definitely good there. See, 20 haste. Where are you at haste rating wise? It looks like you're over haste. You're like, wait, no, you're under haste. Should be 26.11 if I remember correctly. I wish Warmane actually put the actual numbers and not the percentages. That's really fucking annoying. But yeah, I'd swap out 20 haste gems because look, 20 haste, right? If you swap that out and change it out, yeah, you might be losing. You're gonna get the 20 haste from the splitting of the gems and 12 spell power and 20 and 10 haste, but even if you lose a 23 spell power gem, 12 spell power plus another 12 spell power from having the Reckless Ametrine is going to be actually 1 more spell power. I mean, you want to, if you're going to do that, I get why people put the 20 haste gem in there. They try to hit the socket bonus, but it's why it's You're better off just not doing that. I mean, other than that, it looks solid. Argos Frigid Eye, yeah. Again, DPS trinket, or DPS ring, I do believe. But, you know, whatever. Phase regen, yep. I take it your Feral is main spec, or else you'd have Ash in here. Oh boy, let's get to the talents. I already see problems. Yes, get rid of Nature's Grace. If you're haste capped, get rid of Nature's Grace. Should be no problem there. Also, where am I looking at here? What's going on here? Okay, you're not going to need 5 of 5 in fur. You can dump that. You want to go probably 2 of 3 into sub, and then you're going to go 3 of 3 natural shapeshifter. Because you're going to want to come down here, you're going to want to be able to put points into Living Seed. For sure, you want to get that capped out. And then the other 2 points that you should be able to dump are going to be into Natural Perfection, give you a little more crit rating. So what you're going to end up doing is getting rid of these 5. You're going to have to put 1 talent point into Tranquil Spirit. Just to get to the next tier of talents. But yeah, I mean, Nature's Grace is just... Because Nature's Grace, when you're GCD capped, the only thing with Nature's Grace is it's only going to affect 2 heals. Okay, it's only going to affect Regrowth and Healing Touch. Healing Touch, even with Nature's Grace procced, is way too long of a cast time. It's just never going to be beneficial for you to cast Healing Touch. So really, the only thing you're doing is lowering the GCD, or helping, not the GCD, but you're lowering the haste rating probably down to the GCD cap for regrowth when this does proc. So if you don't use this within 3 seconds, and you're not using it for either regrowth or Healing Touch, again, Healing Touch too long of a cast, so really it's just 1 heal this is going to affect, and that's regrowth. You're better off just not even messing with it and putting that talent point somewhere else. Nature's Grace is just one of those talent points where I see it, and yeah, I get why people think it's good, but Resto Druids just don't do that much direct healing. And like I said, when you're at GCD cap, look, Life Bloom's going to be GCD capped, right? At 856 haste, or 735, depending on which spec you run. But 735 does have Nature's Grace in it. But anyways, assuming you're running the 11-0-60 spec, this spec here. So if you're running this spec, same one that the last guy was running, or the other guy was running. What is wrong with me? Give me N for talent, you idiot. There we go. So if you're running this spec, yeah, no Nature's Grace. But this is what it'll look like. You want 1 point into Tranquil Spirit, like I said, to get down here further. And then dump point. Your dump point is going to be Natural Perfection. And that's just for increased crit rating. I mean, Nourish already gets a really, really good crit rating. Where is it? Nature's Bounty. Critical effect chance of regrowth and Nourish spells by 25%. So, but anyways, back to my point about being GCD cap before I get off on this tangent. So at global cooldown, when you're 856 haste and in a raid setting and all that stuff, Life Bloom is going to be GCD capped. Rejuve, GCD capped. Nourish will be GCD capped. The only 2 spells that won't be GCD capped, Regrowth and Healing Touch. And Druids just don't do enough direct healing because our bread and butter is Rejuve and Wild Growth to really get the benefit of Nature's Grace. You know, it looks good, but people, I think, they don't understand how... I think people really have an issue on learning that there's a global cooldown. That, like, you can't push... You can't get Nourish. You can cast it faster, sure. It will affect how fast you cast the Nourish, but you're still going to be waiting on that global cooldown. So it's not... Spam-wise, you're not getting any benefit from it. You're getting nothing from it. There's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to haste. Like I said, like I was talking in guild with dude a minute ago. It was 1 daily RDF. Oh, wait. Like we were talking about a little bit ago. It was so there's certain spells and certain things that do not have a global cooldown. Like Barkskin is not affected by global cooldown. Meaning I can heal. Right? Okay, so I heal. Right, you're going to see my stuff go into all global... It's going to go into that little timer thing, right? This is going... Little timer's going around. But you'll notice that Well, I don't have it up here. Let me go to Bark Skin. Yeah, let's show I have Bark Skin. You're gonna see it's not the spells that aren't affected by GCD cap don't do that thing. So Bark Skin is not affected by it. Nature Swiftness is not affected by it. Trinkets aren't. Anything like that is not affected by your GCD cap. So, and I think spell queuing too. Like, that's another one that people really don't understand. Like, okay, so here's me casting Regrowth. I can go ahead and start spamming Rejuve, and guess what? By the time my Regrowth is done, I've got the, I got Rejuve on my target too, at max. So let's go ahead and cancel that. Let's cancel these out. Come on, Regrowth, cancel out. So, watch this. I'm spamming Regrowth or Rejuve, and I got both of them on me right now. Because spell queuing is a thing as well. People got to understand that spell queuing, if you're doing a cast as a Resto Druid, you want to be, you got 1 second, you know, or what's Regrowth at? I need a timer up for it. What's my Regrowth at that I'm not in a raid? 1.46. So really I got a second and a half. I know my Nourish isn't GCD capped yet either. But here I'm spamming, so I just casted Nourish and I'm spamming Rejuve at the same time. So I'm essentially getting 2 heals for 1 GCD. Like, that's basically how I'm coming off global cooldown faster. But there's certain things that aren't affected by haste, like Judgment. A Paladin's Judgment is not affected by haste. So the base cooldown for any instant cast spell. So if you look at Rejuvenation, right? People see instant cast, so like, oh, well, why do I need haste? Why do Resto Druids need haste? Rejuvenation, I get this a lot, is an instant cast. Because every caster, doesn't matter if it's a dot, a Shadow Priest, for example, anything. If it says instant cast, the base time of that spell is 1.5 seconds. Okay, it's the base, and you have to get down basically that half a second to be able to cast at the global cooldown, which is as fast as you can go. And that's why every single class wants to get down to the GCD so they can spam as much as they can. At least with certain spells, you know. The spells that they're going to use the most. So, like, even Resto Shamans, they're never going to be... I think back in Warmane, back when CTS was it CTS? Hang on. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm always here to explain. So when CTS was a thing, yeah, Char Twilight Scale, it increased your haste rating. You could damaging stuff as a Resto Shaman was actually part of your rotation back in the day, because this thing would instantly proc like crazy, and you could get up to like, I forget how much haste I had. I think it was almost 2,000 haste, but even that would not get my chain heal down to 1 second. Like, you need an absurd amount of haste. I don't even know what it is. Teamy probably does, but you would need an absurd amount of haste to get chain heal, because chain heal is just such a long fucking cast. And the same thing with Healing Touch. It's just such a long fucking cast. What is it at right now? 2.18 seconds. And it's not going to hit as hard as a Nourish. If you get Nourish up with, and we've tested this too, I can't remember I think you have to have 1 or more hots. If you have 1 or more hots on a target and you're casting Nourish, which you should, it's going to outperform Healing Touch every single time. The only time it's not is if you have no hots and you're trying to Nourish. Yes, yeah. Spell queuing is huge for other classes, not so much Resto Druids, because we do so much Wild Growth Rejuve spam. But you're right, other classes that cast, like a Resto Shaman having Riptide up after a chain heal, highly important. And I don't know if people are paying attention to their cast timers and they don't understand they can spell queue. Like, you can by all means spell queue. Like, it's again, just bang bang. I'm gonna get both heals. I got 2 hots on the target, plus I hit him with a regrowth. All for the cost of, a GCD. That also used to be broke on Warmane. I think it's still broken on. Did they ever fix that on Syndragosa? Because on Syndragosa, it was they broken it right before I retired, where the spell queuing wasn't giving you a stack of Unchained Magic. So if you could cast Regrowth, it's probably still broken on Warmane, and you could cast a Rejuve, and it would only count as 1 stack of Unchained Magic. So when we found that out, it was all like, well, fuck this shit. I'm just casting Regrowth. I'll get up to 8 stacks and just fucking stop and go blow up. So now I've got 8 Regrowths out, and I've got 8 Rejuves out, even while having Unchained. You know, I know a lot of guilds play it safe and just be like, don't cast anything. You know, I never play it safe. I push it to the limit, but there's a way to get past. Instead, you should have 16 stacks, but instead you only got 8 stacks. You know what I mean? Like, it's just little tips and tricks like that work here on Warmane. It still doesn't give you... Okay, so that's good to know. It still doesn't do it. Okay, Warmane, you and your broken shit. I'm sure it does on retail. I'm pretty sure it did it on retail. I could put my ugly mug on stream, but I need a hat because nobody wants to see my bald-ass head. Hang on. Oh, God. I don't even know where... Oh, my camera's in front of me. I'm kind of sitting awkward, too. Or whatever. No, I don't window capture, for Christ's sakes. Okay. Where is my window capture device? Why is it not showing? Video capture device, why is it not showing up? Yes, I wish to remove it. Oh, hey, there I am. I'm here on this one. I'm here on this one, too. Oh, there we go. There it is. But I want to move me. Okay, thing. This thing wants to go full fucking retard. Okay, fuck it. I'm moving that first, then moving this. There we go. Hey, there we are. So there I am. But no, it, could you look at my Resto Druid? Name is... Yeah, I'll look it up. Pull it up here. Warmane. What's the name? OLV GT. OLV GT. Sorry, baby, I'm on cooldown. Awesome. I love that name. I love that guild. Wow. So you're like my Resto Druid. You're gearing. I never did get this to drop. That pisses me off. I never got Surge in the Needle to drop. Still haven't seen it. Okay, so you're running 18-0-53. Let's see here. So yeah, you're running the right spec. This is the lower haste cap spec. It's one of the specs that I cover. So the problem with this spec is obviously you're getting 3% haste, which means you're only going to have to get 735 haste in order to hit GCD cap, but you're giving up Power Touch, 2 or 3 in Natural Perfection, obviously 3 or 3 in Living Seed. So you're missing out on some bonus healing things here, but you're haste capped, which is far more important and better. Yeah, I can link the Discord to it, sure. Link was set to never expire. But as far as this looks like you need gear, man. So Bloodied Smock, so any Resto Druid, if you're gonna buy something, Bloodied Smock is so friggin' cheap. If you can get the Stiffen Corpse shoulder pads too, those are pretty cheap. Definitely a good pickup. But these shoulders aren't bad. These are the tier ones, aren't they? Yeah, they're the tier ones. So the tier ones are good pickup too, because they have haste on them, and so does the. No, wait. Stiffen Corpse has crit, doesn't it? Yeah, Stiffen Corpse has crit. So yeah, actually you did the right thing. You actually picked up the better ones, to be honest with you. You picked up the tier ones. So Love's Prisoner. The only thing I could say is if you're having mana issues, which usually lower geared Resto Druids do, is swap out that meta gem. You could also swap out glyphs. What am I doing? Yeah, talent. So you're running Wild Growth, Swift, and Nourish. I mean, those are your three best in slot glyphs. The only thing is, Glyph of Nourish really only matters when you're doing quite a bit of nourishing, and that's usually Lich King, Blithir, Dreamwalker, in Velithria Dreamwalkers, whatever. Druids aren't ever topping that, and it's whatever. Velithria Dreamwalkers like Gunship. It's a free loot boss. So I'm not going to worry about Glyph of Nourish unless it's on Heroic Lich King. So you can always swap that out if you're having mana issues for Innervate. Innervate's a good slot. Glyph of Rejuvenation too, depending if your raid's taking a lot of damage. Usually it's Pugs though. Usually it's not Guild Runs. Guild Runs tend to be a little bit better. But you're running 3-piece tier 9 right now, or 4-piece. 4. So you're running 4-piece tier 9. So you got crit on your rejuves, 1 piece of tier 10. Blade Smock, of course. Yeah, what's your haste? Let's see your haste. Dang. Haste is low. What? I forget what 735 is percentage-wise. So 5.1 just lost out on where to get gear upgrades. Okay, so you want to probably pick up, if you can... Well, you got Snowflake. Snowflake's nice. I would actually swap out Talisman of Resurgence. I know I have it right now because it's just that it's an easy thing to buy. But with you already having Snowflake, and believe me, I've been trying to farm Snowflake because it's better than Talisman of Resurgence. Purified Lunar Dust is our 3rd best in slot trinket. So you always pick it up there. Unfortunately, you're spending Frost badges. I had to swap this out. I didn't have a choice. Like, I had... Tejez's Bell. So it was like the only piece I had that was item level 200 or lower. So, or 232 or lower. So I really didn't have a choice. I needed that trinket. The cloak. So the cloak that I got, I forget where did I pick this up in? Shawl of Refreshing Winds. Where does that come from? That's TOC 25. So you could pick that up in TOC 25. The back, the 245 back, that'll be an upgrade for you. 232 neck, Love's Prisoner, and I'm using the same thing. So, I just went for the haste rating one. Looks like you went for the same one. Okay. Obviously, that's from the event. Ghostly Wrist Wrap. So, the bracers that I'm using, there's crafted bracers, which are 245. They don't have haste rating on them, though. I think they have crit. So, that would be, but it's still a pickup as far as item level wise. And you already got crit strike on these as well. So there's the crafted leather bracers that are better than this. But these come out of TOC. The bracers, the Autumn Willow, are actually 3rd or 4th best in slot for you. Especially I think the heroic ones are 3rd best in slot. You can pick those up out of TOC 25. Obviously, I got Trauma out of, and we're using the same. We're both using Shriveled Heart. Idol of the Black Willow. See, here's where you can save yourself. You should have waited to buy this because. With this up, like, I understand if you didn't have one, but I would have you're better off spending the badges on the 245 one because the difference in spell power is really tiny. Honestly, what I forget what Black Willow is fully procced. It's like 280 spell power or something like that, 300. I don't remember. And this one's 234, and this happens every time you have a rejuve tick. So, but. Surgeon's Needle, I believe, is the best thing you can get outside of raids, unless you're getting the one out of TOC 25 off of New Barak. And that one's, I don't think it has haste. I think it's got MP5 on it, because I had it there for a hot minute. So Band of the Invoker, we're both rolling that. Your Ashen Band is not. Mine's fully upgraded. Or no. No, or yeah, it is. I got the gem slot for it. So yeah, you could definitely pick up some there in your Ashen Band. You still got 2 more levels to go for your Ashen Band. Feet, the crafted boots. These crafted boots are 3rd best in slot. Really, I know they cost a lot, or if you can find them or get the materials for them. Definitely pick up those boots. They're really nice pickup. And that's going to bump you up. What are those? Those are item level 264s. You're wearing 232s. That'll be a huge boost for you. So really it's just swapping out your tier gear. A better neck. Chokers are way expensive right now. I wouldn't recommend a choker. There's nothing in TOC 25 for necks. I think there's an MP5 one, but it's not very good. I think it's MP5 and crit on it. It's really not good for us. Necks are really hard to come by. The good news is that the necks that do drop out of ICC, at least the 25-man one, is dropping off Marigar, so that's the first boss. So she should be able to do that. But yeah, there's a few pickups here and there. You could also get Vold's Cloak of the Night Sky, I believe it is, from the badge vendor. But I don't think it has haste, if I remember correctly. Oops. I don't want set collection. Vold's Cloak of the Night Sky, where are you? Yeah, so you're gonna, it's an item level bump, but you're gonna give up haste for it. That's the kind of crappy part about it. The other piece, if you want to pick something up, the Vestments of Spruce and Fur, before, if you can't get to the Sanguine Silk Robes, which, you know, obviously those are Blood Prince Council, if you've got all your tier gear and you've bought it all with Frost badges, pick up Vestments of Spruce and Fur while you're working towards BPC. If your guild or your pugs or whatever you're doing is not getting to BPC, so you can start seeing that loot, pick this up. I plan to pick it up if our groups don't get there. It'll hold you over until you can get the cloth one with haste on it, which I believe, if I remember correctly, I think they have the same stats. Let me look. Let me actually put this in the chat so I can remember. So there's Vold's Cloak of Nights. There's Vestments of Spruce and Fur. Where is the Wrath of the Lich King? Ice Crown Citadel. I don't want heroic mode. I just want normal. I want Blood Prince Council. Where's my chest? So Sanguine Silk Robes, spell power by 162, haste rating by 84, and these are actually, it's actually higher. The haste rating from Vestments of Spruce and Fur is actually quite a bit higher. A little less spirit, but other than that, it's the same. You're getting a little bit more haste rating from buying the badge one. So there's a good pickup you can take when you plan to split your 4 setup. All right, man. Yeah. Anytime. Have a good one. But yeah, that's where I would get gear pickups if I were you. I mean, because that's the great thing about re-leveling again is I've had to go through. I couldn't tell. I was like, when's the last time I actually leveled my druid? Like, I don't remember what I want next. The problem is there's also an offhand in talk. If you can get Solace and TOC as well, that'll help. I did that TOGC the other day, and we didn't get any fucking trinkets. That sucked. It's something Chalice. Or Symbol of Transgression? No. It's off Twins, isn't it? No. Or yeah, Chalice of Searing Light. There it is. It gives crit strike rating. But since we already have crit strike rating on Shriveled Heart, Chalice is a good pickup for your offhand. Probably the best one you're going to get an offhand slot before you get to Cindergrosa. And because Cindergrosa is so far away, if you're working on 10-man ICC, so where's that? Where's that concept? So if you can do 10-man ICC and get into DBS, is going to drop a staff on 10-man. Where is it? You're going to get Chieftain Staff, which is actually fourth best in slot for us, if I remember correctly, because Dying Light's next, and then, well, then you're getting into main hand. Whatever. So the Chieftain Staff is a good pickup. It's got haste, everything else on it. If you're doing 10-man content, that'll replace your main hand and offhand. And that's only 4 bosses in, and normally Pugs will get you to... You should be able to pug up to at least Professor Putricide. You should be able to get 6 bosses done. So the best pickup probably for you in that whole thing is either the Dagger the Dagger, Midnight Sun, which has haste rating on it, if you don't want to swap out your offhand. But if you want to swap out both, Chieftain Staff is there. Yeah, they do. And it's a problem that I ran into as well. You know, like I keep saying in all my videos, like, host your own run. Like, Talk's not hard. Talk's really not hard. I mean, there's not a whole lot of raid leading involved. I mean, the only thing I can really say is you got to make sure you know, as long as you know what faction champions you need to kill first, second, third, and you're kind of keeping on that raid warning, you guys should be fine. Because other than that, everyone's going to take Dark Essence minus the tank for Twins. A new Barak should be fairly easy. You shouldn't have to have any call outs for that. You're not going to have any calls out for Beast. You're not going to have any calls for Jaraxxus. It's really just faction champs. I mean, it's probably the easiest raid to lead by far is TOC, which I think is why so many people do it. But if it's something you're not used to, then I would host a talk. Host it, because it'll teach you a little bit about raid leading, I guess. I mean, really, you just do the buffs before the pull. Like, hey, make sure this paladin's doing this buff, that buff. And like I said, call out marks on faction champs, but it's a really easy raid to lead. Not much. There's not much you're gonna have to do. And yeah, like when I got into my first TOC 25, I think I was I snuck in at 4.7. Because yeah, I did it. Yeah, I had the video up of me doing it. I snuck in at 4.7, and where was that? Yeah, because I did that a while ago. Yeah, I did it. What is today? 21st, 20th. So I did it 10 days ago at 4.7 gear. I mean, it's easily possible to get in there. The problem at 5, yeah, that's also a problem though, because you can only go so far with dungeon gear, right? Because it looks like you've pretty much farmed out all the dungeon gear. There's not really a whole lot of pickups for you. I don't think anything really. You're not getting anything from Forge's Souls that's going to be better. You're not getting anything from Halls of Reflection. I don't think there's anything in Halls of Reflection that's going to be better. Isn't there a cape in Halls of Reflection though? Maybe that's normal. I think maybe it's normal mode, not heroic mode. So it's probably going to use less. I thought there was another one. Or no, it's off Garfrost normal. So Pit of Saran. But yeah, I mean, you pretty much got best in slot, and that's the thing, like, that people get stuck on. I mean, and you don't want to. You're not going to do Nax. You're not going to do Ulwar because it's not going to be high enough gear to replace what you've got. You're basically stuck doing Talk 10, Talk 25, and unfortunately Talk 10, you're looking at huge RNG on Talk 10. I mean, yeah, the only thing I can say, host Onyxia runs. You know, there's that as well. Not that Onyxia, I don't think Onyxia really has anything for Restoration Druids. I guess the Trinkets. And then they're only really good when they're both together, but you could always go for the 85 MP5 one. That's a 10-man though. What's the 96 MP5? When they're combined, that's the one thing I never had on my Restoration Druid. I just wanted to test this out because I don't know if anybody's tested this out on Warmane. I know I haven't. It's one of the few things I never tested out to see how broken these two together were. You know, increase the spell power by 250. Your direct heals have a chance to cause Cauterizing Heal. Your direct damage spells have a chance to cause Searing Flame. So it acts like kind of like a solace, or not a solace, an abacus is what my understanding from reading this is. And I had these in retail. I had both of them in retail, but I can't remember how good or bad it was. And I wonder how busted it is on Warmane. But yeah, there's what? There's no back. It's only heads. I guess you could pick up the offhand, but I mean it's an item level boost for you over what we have is what I think the ones we have are 232s. Yeah, 232. But you're losing haste. Ooh, excuse me. So there's that crappy part of it as well. But the ring. Everybody loves this ring. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that ring. Speaking of that, I want to see what's going on. Oh, I get kicked out of global again. Does anybody else have this issue where you like constantly have to join global? It's an ICC rep farm. Range DPS for Molten Core. That's one of the things I need to do yet. Looking for Unholy DK 2's mates. 10 ICC. 6k gear score. What the fuck? Yeah, no. If you're requiring that much gear score, I question who you're taking with you. That better be a heroic. Looking for more 10 ICC. 8 to 12. 6k gear score mid Lich King run. What? You don't need 6k gear score to do Lich King. That is insane. For a 10 ICC normal, no. See, groups like that are just, they're retarded and they're just like sick and tired of losing and they're just trying to force it. I will not join those groups because they're stupid. 10 ICC 6k plus, Lich King run, nothing reserved, need all. No, you're not getting any 6k plus players, I'm sorry. Just not gonna happen. Willing to sell Via Warbane. You mean Via? Looking for more RS25 normal mode. I need a rogue, DK, 2 range DPS, R shaman. What is it? Why can't people spell correctly in this game? Like shaman or R Shami. He spells it R, right, and then SCHAMY. What is it? R Shami? Oh my god. There's like no... I'm surprised. Today's reset. There's like no... Do we not have VOA? Or no, it's... No, today was reset. Reset's over. I haven't done my VOA yet today. I got 10 and 25 minute VOA to do. I didn't even see when the Battle for Winter's Grasp was. I remember in retail, everyone had to have a timer for the Battles for Winter's Grasp. And then, yeah, now they just put it on here. So we got an hour and 24 minutes for the next Battle of Winter's Grasp. Damn it. Need that. Joint RDF tank heal. It's not really about what you need or not. Gear score is required depending on supply and demand of players, right? I just find that a point where I won't use it. Like when I start... Oh god. Did I just crash? There we go. Where's that guy just crashing out and made me freak out. I'm more of the achievement. Like, link your achievement. I don't care about your gear score. Like the other day, okay, prime example of this. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not here to, oh, Funky, you're the best, and blah, 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 blow me. I get a message the other day, and this is me and Copper's private DM, so, you know, he says, you beat the 6.4k Resto Shaman today, lol. Saw the logs. I said, I'm so underpowered right now. I don't know. You still beat him and he heals light at dawn runs. You impressed a lot of the guys in the guild. Like, I'm still not anywhere close to where I need to be. But, it's skill, man. I think skill, I mean, we all know this. Skill matters more than the gear score. I have seen plenty of times where I'm with people who are in 5k, 5.5k, whatever, and I've seen them out-heal other people. It is 100% possible. You know, that's why I posted that TOC video. This is top 25, right? I know, meters, right? Okay, yeah, meters. I get it, but the thing with this meter is I'm able to actually show what I'm doing against a 5.5k
first raid in 2 years.
Okay, let's get to the... So I'm top... Okay, and it's hard to see. But I'm topping healing. Funky Music, top healing on Beast. I'm at 4.7k gear. I only have like 17k mana. Yeah, I'm almost at the end of this fight on Faction Champs because everything's on cooldown. I have nothing. Second, I got beat by the Holy Paladin. Okay? Other than that, I'm beating a Resto Shaman who is in 6k gear. I'm beating a 5.5k Resto Druid who's in 5.5k gear. I mean, I'm 1,000 gear score underneath these guys. The biggest issue I had was mana and being haste capped. I mean, I'm second healing behind a Disc Priest, and this fight records, absorbs wrong anyways, on Warmane. Now, obviously here, I'm not gonna, whatever, an Uberak, people want to heal like stupid idiots, like crazy, like when phase 2 or phase 3, whatever you want to call it, happens. But, just goes to show that skill matters. It matters so much, and I think people undervalue that. And I think if we went off of skill-based instead of a arbitrary number, so what, you donated all your gear? I don't care. Like, people want to sit there and complain about donations. It drives me crazy. Like, who cares if you donate for your gear? You know how many warriors and paladins I've seen get full best in slot, gear themselves out to full best in slot, and you get in a raid with these guys, and they can't pull anywhere near the number. They're just getting decimated. They're getting destroyed by other classes because you don't have a clue what you're doing. And even people who sometimes do have a clue what they're doing. Skill matters. And I think, like, I look back to when we didn't have gear score in Wrath of the Lich King. Like, it only really became a thing towards the end of Wrath where we started using gear score. And, it was a little bit different. Like, the gear score we use now wasn't the same kind of gear score we used in Wrath. And, but you still, I remember going into, if you had to, if you were doing a pug run of Nax, they would take you, what they would do is they would take you, none of this sitting in Dalaran shit. We'd all come to we'd all go to Stormwind or come to Ironforge, and you had to prove the DPS that you could pull on a target dummy. That's how we did it. That's how you got invited to a group, was getting to a dummy and DPSing it. And that's how the raid leader knew you had proper rotation. Hey, they didn't go off gear score. They went off your DPS. Like, you need to be pulling, you got to be able to pull this much DPS. And they would sit in front of a target dummy, and you would have to come and show them that you could pull that DPS. Mind you, without the raid buffs and shit. That's how we did it in retail, before gear score was ever a thing. Was you had to come and prove yourself, which I think is a far better thing. And I think at least if you can link the achievements, that's still better. I mean, sure, people can get carried, but that doesn't happen as much as just people buying gear to hit a certain threshold. More people buy gear than actually have, you know, a legit achievement. Or a non-legit achievement, I should say. Appreciate the suggestions on gear. I'll look into getting them. Also, people on Warming are crazy about gear score. Yeah. I remember seeing a Nax Weekly require 5.4 gig gear score for Nax Weekly. Yeah, no. I hate gear score. You know, when I was playing on my main, all that time, when people would be like, oh, I need this gear score, I'd just link them the achievement. And you know how many times I didn't get an invite? I bet 50% of the time I wouldn't get an invite for runs and stuff. I'm like, why don't I get an invite? Well, you didn't link your gear score. I don't use that add-on. What's the point? I just linked you heroic. I just linked you realm. And the people who wouldn't invite me, I'd link all 4 of my realm first to them. From what was that? 2015? Yeah, 2015 when we got realm first, or 2014? I can't remember. And they've like, what? What? They like, they didn't even know what it was. Like, dude, I've been playing this game. I've been playing on this server for a long time, and they like look at the achievement dates. Like, clearly I would be best in slot. Like, these achievements were from like 6, 7, 8 years ago. Like, if you're still playing and you have an achievement from TOC 25, I don't know, whatever, and they're 6, 7 years old, unless you're just a player who's returning, I could understand that. But yeah, gear score requirements on Warmane, just, it drives me crazy. Because everyone tries to brute force it instead of actually seeing if people have the skill and the knowledge to play. I mean, I don't care if you're 8,000k gear score. If you're gonna stand there and DPS in flames on Marikar, and you have no raid awareness like on Ruby Sanctum, and to run out with consumption or combustion, I would rather have a 2 gear scored player who is not going to die and not wipe the raid by running out and getting dispelled than your 8,000k gear scored player who's going to wipe the raid and not understand mechanics. Understanding mechanics and what spells and abilities you are casting and why and when is way more important. Knowledge is more important than some arbitrary number. And it drives me crazy. I hate gear scores so much. I hate that people focus in on the meters so much. You know, well, I beat this Resto Druid beat me, and da-da-da-da-da. Or I beat, you got beat funky by a Resto Shaman. Well, of course I did. We're not the same goddamn class. Like, I don't understand what people's obsession is with this. Like, you can't compare 2 different classes. I mean, you can't say, well, I beat so-and-so. No, I can tell you where about, you know, a certain fight, like Holy Paladin should be, or a, you know, Disc Priest should be on this fight. I know about where they should be at, you know, meter-wise. And if I can turn around and beat those guys, because I know where I should finish, then we got a problem. Or if they whoop the crap out of me and I know where I should have been, roughly, then I know I got a problem. I should really keybind that. I keep forgetting to keybind those all the buttons on that side. $20 says I do not. Well, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to move it. Okay, I don't want your raw, brilliant fish. I'm just gonna sit here and fish for the stupid what's that one? Old Iron Jaw. Yeah, let's sit here and fish for him until somebody decides they want to host a decent raid. Oh, Talk 25. Need main K or DK. One heal disc. Oh, no. Means they already got a Rusted Druid. I need Solace. I say that, and then all my heroic Solace and my normal Solace just sat in my bank. Never used them. I think I brought them out for... I think I brought out heroic Solace when I solo healed Light of Dawn. But I never did end up swapping to it. I had a whole other set of gear if things were not gonna... If we were gonna continue to wipe and things were not looking well. I think we were gonna give it one more shot, if I remember correctly. Before I started swapping, glyph swapping, gear swapping. Because we had wiped, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. But yeah, I hate the gear score requirements, I really do. What is this? Looking for 10 ICC normal. That must have heroic fall of the Lich King? Shut the fuck up. I want to buy a Jewel Crafter. I can help you there, but... Oh shoot. I need to get back on no copyright sounds or I'll get I'll get... This is the problem I hate with streaming on YouTube, is they hate anytime you play music. They freaking hate it. So I have to play no copyright sounds or I'll get a copyright strike for that. Even though it's like, dude, whatever. I'm just playing music from YouTube, and YouTube's going to give me a strike for playing something from their own site. It's so dumb. Well, you're monetizing, you're making money. No, I'm not. Wish I was. RS10 normal. Oh, hell yeah. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll heal it. 5.6k our druid. Because I have to do it. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we got to an RS10. That's the first time I've seen an RS after complaining about it the other day. There's an RS10. Yay. I'm just doing it for the freaking badges. I care less about anything else. I notice my internet gets a little unstable. I mean, of course I have to run a VPN, so that makes it even more unstable at night. I've noticed that. The other day doing that 25 ICC, I thought it was just me just playing like crap, and then finally like the MS caught up, and I was like at 1400, then it finally dropped to like 750, then 550. I was like, oh. Well, I guess it wasn't me. It was just a huge lag spike for like 3 bosses in a row. I'm assuming he already inspected me. Okay, yeah, I assume he did. I wish people would host this more. I don't even need anything out of RS10. Pretty sure I don't need anything out of here. RS10. RS10. Let's see here. I don't think there's anything in there. No. I mean, off-spec stuff, really. I have tier hands, so I don't even need those anymore. I guess the cloak. I mean, I'm losing 50 spirit, but I'm getting 7 haste. Whatever. I guess the cloak would be the only thing that I could pick up, really. It's too bad Ruby Sanctum 10 didn't have, like, a what does it got? Neck pieces? Yeah, necks. Necks and, like, a maybe, like, a trinket. They should have probably put a trinket in here to make it worth everyone's while to do 10 man.
It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line.
I swear, there's some disease where I'm always the first one to decide Ruby Sanctum. Everyone else is doing. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8 badges out of here. What am I at now? I don't need them because I just bought hands. God, I still got. I think legs are the next biggest upgrade for me as far as tier goes. Set collection. Yeah, I want to say legs are the next big one. And it's only a 6 haste, 9 spell power increase. Oh crap! I'm gonna pull this commander. Because really everything else is, I don't need the chest. Those are both, it's going to be a downgrade until I get rid of, shoulders will probably be the last thing I buy. Lasher Weave helmet's going to be the same, or slight upgrade. But still I got crit on it, so yeah, I might as well just save up for legs next. And even that's, it's not even going to be an upgrade for me. I'm going from 251 to 251. Wow. I need to start getting sanctified. I need tokens. Why is he spamming in raid chat? He's putting in raid chat that we need this stuff. How about we just, you know, don't do that. Where we going? Oh, there's a paladin. Paladin, pull! Where's the paladin yet? Is he in 25, man? He's not even showing up. He's got to be in the wrong raid. Where's he at? Yeah, he's in the wrong... He's in 25. He's saved. Or no, he's got it wrong. I thought he had it set to 10, man. Oh, shit. I was wrong. Yeah, there he is. Okay. That's better. Guys, summon. Dude, just fucking fly here. It's literally... Oh, my God. Where the hell is this douche at? Storm Peaks? Just fly here, you idiot. I thought you were on, like, another continent. God, why are people so stupid? We're not going to Anixia, man. We're going to Ruby Sanctum. You're in the Storm Peaks. Just fucking fly here. This paladin. No, this paladin's not a tank. Damn it. Who cares? Just go pull. Pull the trash. What are we still waiting on? Tank. Must be just waiting on... Oh, should be full now. Oh, of course, both the healers are here. Oh, Selp, you're here. I didn't even see you. Sorry. I know you're... you're going to this run. This ass clown better move you and me into either 1 and 2. God, I hate when raid leaders do this. Why do you can't keep track of 10 people? You got to move them into separate raid groups, and then it takes us off the grid, so I can't see who's on my freaking grid. And then they never move people back, and then I got to tell the raid leader, "Hey, will you move people back because I can't see them on my fucking grid?" And then it takes them 20 minutes to do that. It's just so frustrating. So you're healing up solo, I'm healing down solo. I'm guessing Prot Paladin, Prot Warrior. Wow, we are really fucking melee heavy. Can we like get like a hunter or some, I don't know, Shadow Priest? Something. We are fucking way melee heavy. Oh, we just booted like everyone. Dude, we got 5 freaking melee. And only 1 ranged. Get a hunter. Or get a mage, hunter, like boomkin maybe? Something. Give me something that's ranged. Boomkin, Shadow Priest, Hunter. Could really use a Hunter. Another Mage. Ellie Shaman, I'll take. Well, I'll even take Ellie Shaman at this point. Which is way too melee heavy.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun in my hair, going nowhere I swear, like an outlaw.
Highlighted a comment for me to check out. Huh? I swear, Facebook is getting to the point where I don't even want to use it anymore. It's A, it's antiquated. B, there's just so many freaking stupid ads and stupid notifications for it. Somebody highlighted a comment you may be interested in. Oh, who fucking cares? Alright. DPS go RS. Alright, hang on a minute. What do you mean DPS go RS? They're already here. How about range DPS? Oh, we got a shaman. Well, that's something. Now I need a hunter. You better make the 3rd slot a hunter. Or boomkin. Or Shadow Priest. I do want to find that one playlist. Where's that? Back. Home. Let's go. Give me a tank. I told him. Okay.
Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in.
Should have waited and just pulled the commander. So I was gonna pat all the way back up. Well, don't pull the commander now, damn it. No, he's just gonna buff this. No, he's not gonna be alive too long, but still.
Every time I see a glimpse of your good side, I start wondering how I could make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in.
Definitely some lag. The raid leader crashed? Oh, Lord. How did I get put back in combat? Oh, pots. Duh. This is going well. Here. It's fine, I think, in caps, Jesus. Oh yeah, it reset it. Whatever. Listen, I'm not missing out on VOA though. Okay. Oh, of course it's not gonna show up in the raid. We have like just one DPS. What's this rogue doing? Is he doing any damage? Go our ass. Motherfucker, we are already here. God, this took way too long to organize. It's a 10-man, for Christ's sakes. We're not building a fucking rocket ship. What is this fucking... Whatever. What is he doing with groups? Just, you know, range, go down below, whatever. I remember when you had to pull this entire raid, all the ads, or they would pull on Halion. I wonder if they changed that in Classic. I've hated you. I'm bored. Whoa! What? Oh, this is the better one. Yes. I only have the Imperial Manta Ray. Or Baked Manta Ray, which is only 30 haste or whatever it is. Yes, I will take the upgraded one. I have Fish Feast, though.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, a more beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think
Dragon Blight. Jesus, where are you guys? What's taking so long? What are you guys on? Like 150% mouse or something?
but it always ends the same. Compare the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless praying. 'Cause some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
Oh, we're finally all here, probably. Yes. Wait a minute, why did I lose my well-fed buff? Priest. Or whoever put up friggin' fortitude buff, that's why. There we go. What's your name in the game? I can't. Oh, I'm playing on Funky Music, but it's with a K at the end. 'Cause I don't have my main account. Hopefully, I'm hoping
4, 3,
I will get it back in
2,
Amnesty, but
1.
I don't know. Whoa, what are we doing here? Okay. Damn, that should be mine. Stealing my healing. I still don't understand that. Like, there's something wrong with Swiftman in the game too. It's like it's on a global delay behind it. Even when you hit it, it should be instant, but it's not. There's a delay to it.
Knocking back.
Did we hero?
Target
Oh, that's
you.
right. We lost the shaman. I got the. Oh my god, no, I don't have him. He just got pooped on. Hang on.
Target you.
He's back up. We're good. Maybe. Okay. Oh, somebody wanted me to take a screenshot of this too, of like my raid setup. We were talking about UIs yesterday, and like I was talking about how like cluttered UIs are.
Seems to circle the other, and as you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But I is left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure, silver coin. You hold me, turn me over. I never expect to forget about it. Watches the breeze, burns gold and smoke that you've stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you've holding.
Bastard. I evaded you. Shoot. I messed that up. Should be dead anyways, isn't he? Oh, close. Thought we'd get one less air phase out of this, but whatever.
I can't tell you apart from them. You can't tell either. Will we love or falling deeper? Tell me, darling, what is it you want? How do my does
Target you.
like it used to? Is it no
Pork skin this.
danger to me, to you? Going alter by the moment, dear, and the sedation, idle, sweet on survival. I'm on fire, waiting.
Oh, that animation's broken. It's still flying. That's cool.
To be saved out of the feeling behind my eyes.
This cut on my hand from last night at work. Jesus.
You were in red.
I didn't realize I sliced myself.
Against my intentions, I let you turn me violent instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you.
5,
White
Oh, we're pulling.
skies, middle November. You and I fight.
This is gonna suck that we don't have any fear ward, do we?
As long as it's
Yeah, whatever. It's 10 minutes. Should be fine.
fear incoming.
What?
Fear incoming.
Somebody's gonna get shotted. Oh, we got lucky. Oh, this DPS is pretty horrid, I ain't gonna lie.
Were you just a face in a crowd? And now I can't even
I at least expected some 8Ks, maybe a 9K. Instead, everyone's like, most everyone's pulling.
Fear incoming.
Oh my god.
beneath the lilac sky. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold
Oh, come on,
apartment.
tank.
Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. As long as
Fear
it's
incoming.
Shoot, I don't know wild growth him, but whatever.
I remember myself, my name. Forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continue to.
Listen, insects. You're too late. The ruby sanctum is lost.
Man, I gotta heal a freaking prot warrior down below. This is gonna suck. Oh, good. Thank God I switched him out. I'll say that I do not want to heal a prot warrior down below. That's gonna really suck. At least I got to deal with an ardent. I need to deal with it. Mark him for what? He's right there. Hunters, I swear. Let's make a macro. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I should just back walk into the, or just like back step into this whole thing. That'd be awesome. And he is putting the warrior down. Oh crap.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, max range.
Meteor, run.
She my do or die, my bona fide. My up when I'm down, she's always beside me. She makes me feel alive, I won't deny. Her love for me is real and kind of suicide.
Oh, you can spell yourself. I don't need to spell
She's not the same.
you.
She's such a rare type.
Should be pushing phase here, but I don't think we're going to. I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to go across again. This DPS is slow. Yeah, we're gonna have to go across again.
Phase 2.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I can't believe we actually hit phase 2. Oh Jesus, he's already done. Which side are you Ascon's going on? I'm just gonna choose the side here because it's whatever, it's cutters. Oh, okay. We're just gonna taunt. Just okay. It is on the druid who should be able to spell himself, but he probably won't. Holy shit.
Stay away from lines.
Listen, his Ardent just friggin' procced because he wants to be stupid with this. Okay, well, I guess we should have picked which side we wanted to go on first. Okay, I'll go across the other side now. This is a little ridiculous. That cutter was like right down his asshole. How the tank didn't even... did he get hit with the cutter?
Stay away from lines.
Oh my god. He can just cloak himself, man. How hard is it to line up the cutters? I mean, I haven't done it on a tank in a hot minute, but... I know it ain't that freaking hard. I'm a normal mode.
Phase 3.
Okay, Hunter. You gonna choose a way to get out, Hunter? Go to a friggin' ledge. Or go to a side. Thank God.
Stay away from lines.
Jesus! These cutters are way too close for being on normal, man.
Run out.
Crap. What's this on me? Come on, get rid of it.
Stay away from lines.
See that going a mile away. Why is he... Oh, we're white. Okay, outside died. I got it. Whatever.
Tell me how you're feeling. Since you got me
Stay away from lines.
I'm staying away from lines. Thank you very much.
now
I'm gonna die, aren't I? This cutter's gonna catch me. Isn't it?
I know you told you it would be a slow
No, I'm not gonna die. Stupid.
I've been calling out your name from the darkness.
Druid, what you want?
It's too late. If you're faded, I've been too much on your plate. I'll keep hiding.
Is he talking? I'm sure he's not talking to me. I'm sure he's talking to the other druid. What? You want me to heal out?
Holding your hand, fighting for the things that we want. Be the rock you lean on, with you by my side. Baby, when we fall, together we'll rise. 'Cause I've tried to fall.
I've never healed outside, okay? That's my bad. I didn't know what his fucking point was. I always heal. Resto Druids always heal in, not out. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Wow. Yeah, that's my bad then. Whatever. Yeah, I've never healed physical. Ever. Ever. My entire life, I've never healed the physical realm. I've DPS'd it on my boomkin, but I've never healed physical. This is definitely interesting. Like, you do realize this like
5,
Shadow Realm was
4.
meant for Resto Druids. Like, it's constant movement, AoE damage. Like, we are built for that. Like, there's nobody more built for that than a Restoration Druid. Taunt swapping. Oh, that didn't do anything because the tank didn't move forward.
Meteor, run.
Where'd the meteor even... Oh, crap. Stay on that side. Nope. Nope. You guys are gonna die if you hit that. Yep. Somebody was on the wrong side.
Meteor, run.
It's on the other side again. Don't run over there. Who keeps putting the meteor on the wrong friggin' side, man? Oh, and this paladin
Phase
doesn't even have
2.
the spell, does he? We're gonna die. Oh my god. I'm just so surprised he didn't fucking launch himself into... Oh, the DPS went down first. Rogue went down and got himself shotted. Imagine that. Oh shit, what are we doing? Oh shit. I don't... What the fuck? Why is Halion looking at me? I don't like this. Oh, okay. Do we not know
Stay
what we're
away
doing
from
here?
lines.
Hunter died to a cutter. We lost one to aggro. This warrior's taking his sweet ass time getting out of the frigging raid. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Lag. That's what's going on here. Are we just wiping this? Because it's pretty much a wipe.
Stay away from lines.
Okay, that's what I thought. Redo. Okay, I'm just gonna kill myself. Wow, this is RS normal 10, man. It's not rocket science. Imagine in 2024 not having Omen and pulling Threat. I'm sure he got an MD, right? And Tricks? How the fuck did he... No, maybe not MD and Tricks, because... I think the rogue was dead, so we went down there. The good news is I have Fish Feast. bad news is I'm just wasting my attempts. An RS-10. This is interesting. Maybe this is why people do RS-10, because they just don't know the tactics, I guess. But they know how to do 25. It's so weird. This is not the time to have a leg spike. Oh. Well, then go ahead and for real tank this then. Let's go. Oh, God. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. He's gonna end up right about here, isn't he?
5, 4, 3,
Pulling aggro already. That's good. I messed that one up. That should have been the Swift Mid one.
Meteor, run.
Oh, here we go. Come on. Transition.
Meteor, run. Phase 2.
Dude wouldn't fucking dispel himself, so I'm dispelling him. Tank's probably freaking dead too, isn't he? Nope. That's awesome. I thought the tank went down. He wasn't on my... The tank had to have been down there. He wasn't on my... Unless he got blown that far back. I don't know. He wasn't on my grid. At least not in range. He's the only one not in range. I figured he went down. It's a wipe. It's a wipe. How are you gonna heal both realms? Whatever. Oh, shoot. Wipe number, what, 3? Oh, boy. Yeah, this is going to just be one of those pugs that just, I don't know, people just aren't paying attention. I'm surprised, well, until that last combustion went out, people were actually somewhat paying attention. The last combustion, man, that fucking paladin was just standing there. I'm like, okay, well, you're going to get dispelled, buddy. Yeah, 4 consumptions on the same target. Something's still wrong with consumptions on Warmane. Like, whenever I'm down there with a shaman, the shaman always gets it. I maybe get 1 consumption. The shaman will get like 3. I don't know what they're using to... Oh, yeah, the druid's offline. Go figure. You know what? I'm thinking about it. Let's just go ahead and... This needs changed out, by the way. That definitely needs changed out.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue.
Yeah.
My soul renewed, taken by the
Okay.
golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains.
Let's bind all those.
The constellations, yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been
Yeah, if we don't kill the next 30 minutes, then,
It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet.
we're gonna hit reset, aren't we?
In these moments where all I
No, we already hit reset.
know is coming into focus, and now
Has Winter's Grasp been in 30 minutes?
it's in these
I need Winter's Grasp, damn it. I need a shot at some tier 10.
It's in these moments.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette.
9 badge. Jesus. I hate that frost badges take 95 frost badges.
No time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Oh.
Yep, and the waiting game has begun. Okay. Good lord. I don't know what to say here, except that I hate playing the waiting game. What happened in the news today? Anything worthy to talk about, I guess? While I'm waiting. Biden's brother contradicted himself. James Biden gives contradictory testimony on Joe's family business involvement. Questionable testimony. After reportedly biting Secret Service members 24 times, the Biden White House dog has been evicted. Why a dog biting people at the White House is making even any noise is beyond me. Who the hell is Riley Gaines? Are we finally ready to bowl?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Always. Mage, you can dispel yourself.
Meteor, run.
Oh, that's at the bad spot. We're on the friggin' foot.
Run out. Meteor, run.
Max melee range means nothing to anybody. Yes. Love it.
Phase 2.
Hello. Halion's face. Mage? You,
Stay away from
God only
lines.
knows where this cutter's gonna... Yeah, the tank just ate his own cutter. I'm sure he just procced Arden off of that, too. See, should have saved them rocket boots.
Stay
If
away
I
from
don't move,
lines.
I'm gonna die. Yep. Are we about to transition yet, or what?
Phase 3.
Okay, where the fuck's the goddamn portal at? There it is.
Stay away from lines.
Mage.
Meteor, run.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you.
Meteor, run.
This is terrible meteors, man.
Run out.
That's a bad. I don't have a choice. I need to heal.
Meteor, run.
Oh, I died on the inside. And yep, I died on the inside. That's a wipe. Why is this rogue thinking I'm gonna res him? It's a wipe.
Meteor, run.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe
Fish feast. Jesus, man.
Five, four,
3, 2, 1.
Meteor, run.
What am I feeling we're getting another meteor? Is the DPS
Meteor,
lagging? Yep.
run.
DPS is lagging.
Run out.
Oh, good.
Phase 2.
Hopefully you're down there, because I'm still running back. Oh my Lanta! Whew, had to use my nature swiftness on that one. The tank was fucking roasted.
Run out.
Oh, Christ.
Stay away from lines. Stay away from
No.
lines.
Oh my god. There was a huge lag spike.
Phase 3. Stay away from lines. Meteor, run.
Cannot heal him. Is he even blowing a defensive at all?
Meteor, run.
Yeah, this is just scuffed. I cannot. I'm literally spamming nourish, and I cannot get him up. Like I had to put like what 5-6 nourishes on him to get him topped off, and as soon as I top him off, soon as I top him off, he's fucking getting smacked again. I can't out-heal that. I'd have to look at logs to see what he exactly... Why are you not alive? Oh, Jesus Christ. Flame breath. Oh. So it was past the flame breath. Death. Oh, fuck, I'm not even gonna find it. It's too far up. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm literally surrounded by retards.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What? Mercy.
Meteor, run.
No, Mercy's still my #1 fan? No, I patched things up with Mercy. Jesus, Hunter, why don't you move a little bit slower today? Just move a little bit slower for my enjoyment.
Meteor, run. Run out. Phase 2.
Well, I'm gonna be a minute to getting down there because I have to spell myself way over here. Oh, and the mage decided he wanted to fucking die. Oh, and the hunter decided he wanted to die. Yeah, this run is so scuffed. It's literally stupid. Oh my god. Everyone's moving at about half speed to get
consumptions and combustions out. The tanks DC. Tanks don't blow any cooldowns. People not moving to get dispelled at all. That Rhett just stood there. The tank is eating cutters and procking his ardent. These are the pug runs I'm used to at late night like tonight. It's so ridiculously bad. And like you're like, how can it get this bad? Oh, it can get bad. This is what I mean when I said earlier tonight that the Americas, Latin America, North America, God, these raids. This is what the raids are at this time of hour. Like they're so bad.
Five, 4, 3,
Should get slapped right about. Oh, I missed it. Whatever. The hunter's running the wrong
Meteor,
goddamn
run.
way. I mean, I can't fucking teach tactics. I really can't. That's literally on the hunter again.
Meteor, run. Run out. Phase 2.
That was a bad fucking... Hopefully you got the tank, because I'm not even close to the portal yet. I'm just now getting through there. Oh shit, and I ate a fucking tail swipe. How do I eat a tail swipe when I'm in the middle of her fucking belly? I don't know. Oh, there goes the red. Oh, he finally used... Oh, no, that was you. Okay, we're good. Never mind. I thought it was the red again. Here comes the cutter that's gonna hit the tank.
Stay away from lines.
Because he... Oh, he missed that one. Holy shit! He missed a cutter. It's a goddamn miracle.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop.
Stay away from lines.
Where's the mage at? Should be able to spell himself. Should.
Grasping into life. Life is happy, but it's so insane. We must make
The problem is if I'm gonna get...
Run out. Phase
There we
3.
go.
Savannah,
Oh, I drew everybody in.
Savannah,
Stay away from lines.
Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a ride.
Stay away from lines.
Light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand.
I just fucking ate that cutter to the face.
Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung.
I'm on more, man. I'm on ice ground. Per usual.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world.
He was almost at full HP, then just dead.
Savannah,
There's nothing I can do about a tank eating cutters. Sorry. I'm good. I'm not that good.
let's all take a roll.
Where's the tank? It's probably not even going to be in the log, is it? I'm going to scroll all the way up and it's going to be gone. Yeah, it's going to be gone. He fucking just decided that cutter. He's like, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to get this cutter to the face.
We'll never be alone. Savannah.
This is funny. It's runs like this where you just gotta laugh because, like, thank God these guys are still trying. Like, they really are trying. But this tank does not know how to position a cutter to save his life. Like, it's real easy. All you gotta do is have that cutter. You want the cutter to activate with about here to. You don't want it straight across. You want it about back here. It should be coming across like the front leg, right across to right about up like over here. That gives you plenty of room to move. Watch, this time he's going to place the cutter directly across Halion where we're standing. And we'll all fucking wipe and die. You watch. This is so bad.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe let the tank get some aggro. I don't know. Maybe. Before you just decide you're gonna stealth attack the fucking boss. Oh, Lord.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nobody's in max melee range either. I love that. Like, the tank right here, it just keeps getting slapped. That's where the meteor keeps landing, is the back foot. And then, oh my god, this fucking hunter's got to be pissed the fuck off.
Meteor.
He
Run.
keeps fucking getting combustion like every fucking time. Poor dude. Why is the mage just standing in fire? He's like, eh, fuck it.
Run out.
This fucking mage. This fucking mage is just standing there. No fucks given. None. Zero. Zilch nada. He just doesn't care. The meteor's on the... Where the fuck is the goddamn meteor at? Oh, it's way on the other fucking side.
Phase 2.
Oh, here we go with aggro issues again. Oh, Lord. What the fuck is going
Stay
on
away from
here?
lines. Run out.
Oh, we're still doing this? The tank's dead. Why are we still attempting this?
Stay away from lines.
Res? Are you stupid? You can't res from down here. Oh no, it wasn't the tank, it was the... Oh, that was the red. Okay, my bad.
Run out.
Shit balls of fuckery.
Phase 3. Stay away from lines. Run out. Stay away from lines.
He should be able to spell himself.
Stay away from lines.
Oh, there's some serious lag going on here. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, this is too scuffed.
Stay away from lines. Meteor, run.
These tanks suck balls.
Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm good. It's beyond that right now. It's can't do anything with two dumb tanks. I literally I can't do anything. Like, oh my god, I can't do shit. All right, what else is there to do? I doubt it. I doubt it. What time is it? Oh, it's 12 o'clock in the morning. I better get some sleep. I need to get up and I gotta take my son to school in the morning. I've got taxes to do. I got all kinds of stuff to do. So I am probably gonna stay up for a little bit yet, but I want to eat and get hungry again, and then take a nap and get ready for the big day I got going on tomorrow, shopping and everything else. So I am out of here, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the fuckery that was today, but yeah, it's way too early in the morning for me. All right, man. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming, and thanks to everybody for watching, and we'll